hopefully my makeup looks okay. I was not going to film this video, so I filmed another video that I cried in, but I think I'm doing okay. And then I was like, no, I want to film this video. Hi. Hello. My name is Misty. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about brands that are on Santa's naughty list. They get nothing for Christmas. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. So, disclaimer, these are my opinions. And I am not here to gatekeep the community. So you put your money where you want to put your money. And yeah, so yeah, let's start with first on my list, and that's Ofra. So if you missed it, that might have been last year. Ofra's owner, one of the owners, posted on his personal Instagram wearing a MAGA hat, and he was flashing a white supremacy sign. And maybe he's been removed, I don't know, but I don't know that I've seen enough from them to be like, okay, great, you're forgiven. None of their stuff has really ever interested me other than their liquid lipsticks, and I hated that formula. So I don't feel like I'm missing out, but yeah, I have them on my Santa's naughty list. Next is Too Faced. I don't think I'll ever forget Too Faced. And I know that Jared and his family, sister, are no longer involved, but Lord have mercy on my soul, were they just so flippin' tone deaf. If you missed it, when Nikki Tutorials posted her coming out video and let the world know that she was being blackmailed into basically coming out and telling the world that she's a trans woman, Jared's sister, who worked in marketing or something with Too Faced, posted something on her Instagram, like profile or whatever, talking about how she was lying. Basically called her out for lying, etc. And she was thankfully she was deleted. She was removed from her position, but it wasn't like just a little while later that Jared posted a picture of him and his husband. I believe it was I don't know if it was his birthday or his husband's birthday, and they had a cake that said "Rich Lives Matter." Oy, oy, oy. So I believe they were bought out, and he is no longer part of the brand. They've been manufactured by Estee Lauder the past couple of years. But beyond those two kind of controversies, the biggest issue is their quality. Like, from everything I've heard from people that enjoy Too Faced, buy Too Faced, it's like this time of year, the quality is absolute garbage. And the rest of the year, it's like meh. It's okay. It's meh. And I don't know, dealing like the Nikki Tutorials only paying her $50,000. It's like they've been embroiled in so much controversy that they're just not something I want to deal with. Plus, they've only had one thing that I've ever wanted, and I think that was last year's Hot Cocoa bronzer, and that's only because Teresa is Dead talked about it nonstop. So I do have one product from them, and that's that Too Faced, their Melted Fig. I just want that color in a different lipstick. So yeah, Too Faced on the naughty list. They getting cold for Christmas. Also getting cold for Christmas is Anastasia, Beverly Hills. So there's more to this story, I'm sure, but the main gist of it is that the owner, Anastasia, was liking pro-Putin tweets after the war in Ukraine started. And that is just gross. I don't know how else to describe it. Why you would be supportive of a man that is literally killing people, I will never know. And I don't want to bring politics into it, etc. But at the same time, it's like, if you're the face of the brand, if it's your brand name, don't. Don't. Because even though you're still a human and you still want to be on social media, it's like whatever you do reflects badly on your brand. So that's kind of the first reason. The second reason is I think their eyeshadow is garbage. And I know a lot of people love it. I get it. I do. But when you have a company that knowingly uses items that are going to rust. I mean, the pans rust. Has there been an ABH palette where you've gotten to the pan and there's not rust? I mean, that's dangerous. You're literally putting rusted metal into your eyeball. And they haven't felt like the need to change pans or anything like that. And I just think that's absurd. So that's the reason why, for me, they're on the naughty list. I had dip brow back when we were all like doing the dip brow thing. And that was okay. But other than that, I mean, I tried the Riviera palette. I hated it. I tried the Norvina palette. I hated it. It's okay. And again, I know like Gabby loves it. I know people love it, but for me, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Color stories aren't for me. The formula isn't for me. So, hey friends. So the JD Glow controversy was anti-abortion. I'm going to have links to everything that I'm sharing with you in the description box down below. Just so you can, if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you're new to it, or if you want more information, I will have links for each specific issue that I'm talking about in the description box down below. Again, not gatekeeping, but if you don't know, you don't know, and maybe you want to know. There's that. JD Glow, I honestly can't remember this one specifically, but it was something where the owner was behaving badly. I believe there was a thread on Reddit talking about the tweets that their owner was liking, and then the owner was like, I didn't do that, but people had receipts and screenshots, and it's just like, if you're a brand, you just cannot bring politics in. Like, I don't know. I don't remember the whole controversy, but it was gross. I remember I was like, that's gross. Like, liking pro-hate anything is gross. And I do have a few shadows from them, which are nice. I mean, I hit a pan on one earlier in the year, but my blue one broke. I still haven't pressed it again. Put it on the list. But if these brands, like, I feel like if some of these brands who were embroiled in controversy, made a concerted effort to apologize, fix things, etc., then I would be like, cool, whatever. But as of today, I don't know that any of these brands really have. The next one is the worst one out of that. Juvia's Place. Lord have mercy on my soul. They started out embroiled in controversy because she was sending PR to white Caucasian people and not the black influencers. So we have that. And then the more recent controversies is one of them, after their eyeliner came out, the influencer that created the video for them used an Asian slur. And it was approved by Juvia's Place. It was posted by Juvia's Place. When they started getting called out, Juvia's Place and the influencer responded badly. And then a week later, they threw out some stupid PR statement. Okay, fine. And then this summer, there were influencers on Twitter calling them out because they hadn't been paid. And they're like, I hate doing this on Twitter, but I've called, I've messaged on Instagram, Facebook. She had all of her receipts. And then it wasn't just her. It was like at least a dozen people saying how they hadn't been paid for the work and for the stuff that they gave them. And for me, 3 strikes, you're out. That's it. I'm done with Juvia's Place. And to the point where I'm like, do I even want to keep my eyeshadow palettes? I said before that I wasn't going to destroy them or anything like that, but I literally cannot bring myself to use one. Like, I can't. Currently, I'm painting the concealer and I'm painting the eyeliner, which is not that good, by the way. It's not that great. But, yeah, it's just gross. It's just gross. It's just gross. And honestly, their reaction to the Asian slur is what really pushed me over the edge, because it's like, how are you, a person of color, going to react so badly about another person of color? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Make it make sense. I can't. Color Bob. So I found a channel on YouTube a couple of weeks ago called Underskin that has done really amazing videos about Too Faced, about ColourPop, Dior. So I will leave the link to the specific videos down below, but also a link to the channel, because she has done amazing work. I mean, they're like very well produced documentaries, and she only has like 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to know more, feel free to go watch those. This is what happens when I film at the end of the day when my brain is broken. This is what happens. Actually, you know what? Let's go. No, ColourPop. We'll talk about it. So ColourPop, they have lots of issues. Their first issue is they produce too much. And I know people are like, well, they produce it in-house and it's not that much waste, blah, 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 blah. But it's still too much. It's still too much. It's still too much. There's no need for 2 to 3 releases a week. There's no need for that. And if it was new and innovative, maybe, but it's the same shit in different packaging. And it's just excessive. It really is just excessive. It's gross. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I have a ton of ColourPop, as you guys know, because I created a project for it. But it's just gross. They need to slow down. I know they wanted to be the fashion, makeup brand, but it's too much. It's too much. You're asking too much of your customers. And then they're not selling it, or it goes on sale for 35% off. People are paying, full price for it, and then it goes on sale, and it's just gross. It's just gross. But the worst part is when they partnered with Harry Potter. So let's talk about J.K. Rowling. I filmed a video about this a couple of months ago when it happened. So ColourPop has been doing all of the intellectual property with Disney, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if The Last Airbender is part of Disney. They've recently done the Muppets, but they did a Harry Potter collection in the fall. And a lot of people, including me, find fault with that, because if you did not know, J.K. Rowling is very transphobic. That's just the beginning of it. She's also, promoting anti-Semitism. I can never say that right. She's basically racist, homophobic, transphobic, all of the phobics. And she makes her stance very well known. And it's just gross. And she's said before, and I don't have the quote, I don't have the meme, or the Twitter post, but she basically said, it doesn't matter what she said, because she's still involved with Harry Potter and she still gets money from it. So when someone licenses Harry Potter, she's getting money. She's getting millions of money. It's millions of dollars or pounds or whatever you want to call it. And it's just, I don't understand people who are transphobic. I really don't understand it. I don't understand people who refuse to use the pronouns people ask for. I don't understand people who dead name people. Like, I don't understand it, because it's not you. Why the fuck do you care? Seriously, why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care if someone feels like they're a different gender? Why do you care if someone wants to be that gender? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why is it so hard to use different pronouns? Why is it so hard to use the name someone selected? I just don't understand. I literally don't understand it, because it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Who cares where they go to the bathroom? There's been plenty of times on band trips, we would be like, there was always a longer line for the girls than there was for the boys. And I went in the boys' bathroom almost every time because I couldn't wait. Why does it matter? And this whole rhetoric about how teachers are, and I've talked about this, teachers are, what's the word I'm looking for? Grooming or etc. And I don't know why all of a sudden we're so anti-gay, transphobic, etc. I don't understand all the rhetoric. I just don't get it, because why the fuck do you care? Like, seriously, why do you care? Why do you care? And don't come at me with the Bible. The Bible is nothing like it was when it was written. Do you want to know why it's called the King James Version? That's because when King James was king, he said, hey, this is how I want to translate the Bible. So who knows what's truth and what's not truth? And I always say, why would God create somebody to be an abomination? Like, why would he create an entire group of people just to, cast them into hell? It doesn't make any damn sense. So, anywho, I've been on a break with them. Like, I haven't purchased anything from ColourPop in months and months and months anyway. But it's just like, and the issue with ColourPop is they're always so, like, we're so, pride and we use trans influencers and blah, 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 blah. And it was really a slap in the face for them for money that they didn't need. Who cares if someone asked for Harry Potter makeup? Ulta did it a few years ago, right? Like, who cares? Who cares if somebody wants an eyeliner with Hermione on it? Like, who cares? Print a sticker off. But it doesn't make sense to me that you would completely ostracize such a large community of people that performative now. It's all performative. None of it seems sincere. So I haven't seen them really change their ways. And I don't know. It just, like I said, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So yeah. And it's hard to like not support everybody that license Harry Potter because I'm a fat person. Sometimes I need to shop at Torrid. You know what I mean? So it's really hard. Like, I can't not shop at Walmart because we need groceries. Like, it's basically impossible. But at the same time, it's like they didn't need to do Harry Potter. They didn't need to do it. They didn't need to do it. Oh, the next one. God damn. Let's talk about Jaclyn. Oh my word. So I don't know if this is recent information or if it's stuff that's been out there and I just didn't know about it, but Jaclyn, which is the beauty part of Shein. So Shein is already known as fast fashion. So it's mediocre quality, but people are churning out hundreds of pieces of clothing. And then they started a beauty brand, which I enjoy so much of their stuff. But the way they treat their workers is disgusting. And there's been stories from workers about how during COVID they had to come to work anyway, even if they were supposed to be social distancing, how they would have to they would have to create so many things before they were even allowed a lunch break. Like, the working conditions have been awful. Also, they could push out a ton of shit. And Ruth posted a video, I don't remember if it was an inventory video or something, and she was talking about being cruelty free and how she was trying. And I think I mentioned in a comment on that video, I was like, nobody knows everything about a company. So, for me, being cruelty free is more than if they test on animals or if it's manufactured in China. It's like, how do they treat their people? How, what are the working conditions? And when a company shows you that and shows you and shares with you that they are awful, they're just off my list, which is disappointing because they do have a lot of things I love, but I just can't support that. And that's why I haven't said I'm going cruelty free. Because you just don't know. You just don't know until someone comes out and tells you. And again, it's more to me than if they're mistreating, animals. Are they mistreating humans? Like, what are the working conditions? Are they, do they get benefits? Do they get their lunch breaks? How are they following labor laws? All those things. So, and again, I'm not gatekeeping the community. I'm just sharing with you who I think is on Santa's naughty list. And I ain't getting nothing but gold. Let's talk about the next one. This one pisses me off. It's a revolution. So, Makeup Revolution has gotten themselves in some shit this year. So, Ruth is the one that brought it up. I hadn't heard anything about it, but she's like, go watch James Welch's video, and I did, and I wanted to throw up. So, there are a couple of things going on with Revolution. First, they bought BH Cosmetics, and I don't think they had the money to buy BH Cosmetics. They got in trouble because allegedly they lied about their income or their projections. I don't know. It's all businessy things. I think Angie did a video on it. And maybe Jen from Jen Loves Review. I don't care for her, so I don't watch her, so I don't know. But she's always talking about stuff like that too. And it's like, okay, so you were lying to your investors about the money you have. Okay. And then, I don't remember what started it, but somebody made a comment about a product from Revolution, I think. And someone said, why don't you just go back to Africa? Or something like that if you don't like it. And one of the CEOs or the CFO of the company liked that tweet or liked that comment on Instagram. From his personal account, but we know who he is. And I believe both of them have stepped down and resigned. I don't know for sure. But this is just, I hate this. And Revolution has been going the way of ColourPop the last couple of years anyway. They're trying to compete. They're trying to keep up. The problem is their quality is so hit or miss. And I have a ton of Revolution. Like, I have probably as much Revolution. I did have as much Revolution because I've basically gotten rid of all of my Revolution eyeshadow, but I have a ton of their face products, like a ton that I enjoy. So to see this company, not only are they embroiled in all this controversy, but they're producing so much that's just shit. It's just shit. It's literal shit that's always on sale. It's just frustrating. And again, why? 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 Are you really making that much money? Aren't you paying more to use intellectual property than what you're coming up with? Because the shit sucks. It sucks. And maybe, like I said, maybe there's one or two good things, but for the most part, whatever's been coming out has been crap. Which is, again, really disappointing because they do, like I've said before, I think their face products can be so good. I love several of their foundations. I've loved several of their concealers. I love their highlighters, blushes, all of the things. But they're just releasing so much. And the collabs, that friend collab needs to end. That's tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. So even with, right now I'm on a break from them anyway. I'm not doing an official low buy for 2023, but I'm going to be more mindful of my spending. And unfortunately, Revolution is just going to be one of those brands that I'm just going to have to not buy from, which sucks because they're so affordable. They're so easily accessed, and not by just me, but a lot of people all over the world. So again, not gatekeeping. You can spend your money where you need to, but yeah. So the last one is Jaclyn Hill. And I don't even buy from her. Jaclyn Hill's been problematic since Jaclyn Hill came onto the YouTubes. So, beyond Lipstick Gate, which she lied about, beyond her Morphe collab, that she also lied about, beyond her botched releases from her own company, which she's also lied about, or she hasn't said, hasn't given any explanation. She hasn't taken any accountability. She's always posting Amazon stuff and not disclosing that she has affiliate links. I don't think I own anything Jaclyn Cosmetics. But the final straw was with the release of her new brand. So she's got makeup, she's got a jewelry line, and she said her legacy is this new brand. So this new brand is called Cozy, and it's overpriced garbage garments. It's like $150 robe, $24 for 2 pairs of socks. I mean, it's just overpriced leisure wear, comfy stuff. But the main issue is she literally took the name from another company. Another influencer has had that name for 5 years, has been doing what she needs to do, building her brand. She just had a baby, and she knew that the minute that Jaclyn Hill started posting about her brand, Cozy, that it was going to completely knock her off the Google search page. And at the time, she was first. And the fans told Jaclyn about it. The girl told Jaclyn about it. Jaclyn Hill knew. There's no way in hell that you're going to start a new business and not Google to make sure somebody else doesn't have that business. And it's unfortunate. I believe the influencer, I don't remember her name. I'll try to remember to link it down below. I believe she only trademarked in Canada. She didn't do a global trademark, from what I understand. So Jaclyn Hill just took her name. Just took it. Was told, knew, and took it. Because it was all for money. It's just greed. And the stuff is not even that great. And it's already like on 50% off. So it's like, why, Jaclyn? Like, why? Why would you do that? You already are a multi-millionaire. You already are, covered in diamonds and blah, 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 blah. Why would you do that to a smaller influencer who has built this brand from the ground up for the last 5 years, who literally just had a baby? I just don't get it. I literally just don't get it. And I just can't. I just can't. So there are probably other brands like Morphe and blah, 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 blah. But these were the main ones that I wanted to talk about. And like I said, these are just my opinions. You can do your own research. I'm not the gatekeeper, but if you don't know, maybe this will help you decide. And like I said, I just, it's just so frustrating. It's just so frustrating that when brands behave badly. Girls gone wild. Girls gone wild. So yeah. Anywho, that's the video. Like I said, I thought about this idea like earlier in the month or at the end of November. I was like, that would be an interesting video to talk about. So again, not gatekeeping. You can spend your money where you need to spend your money. But if you weren't aware, now you are. And hopefully this will make you make an informed decision if you need to. So that's it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you are having a merry whatever you're celebrating. I don't know when this video will go up. Probably Christmas Eve. I need to look at my schedule. Got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah. So I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of this video. If you have any other brands that have been caught behaving badly that I should know about. Like I said, I'm on a break from a lot of these brands. And the one like Juvia's, I don't even know what I want to do. I was telling Jessica about it. I was like, I think I want to declutter them. Because like I have one over here that I was supposed to be working on with my Pan That palette. And I just cannot bring myself to use it. I don't even want to talk about it. So, and it would be different. It was like the most amazing formula ever in your life. But it's pretty mediocre, if you ask me. Yeah. All right, friends. That is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Misty Pans. All of the things are coming this month. So I hope you are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Damn. Listen, I had 20-ounce coffee. I've had 4 cans of Diet Pepsi. I don't know why I'm sleepy. I should be beyond wired, but here we are. All right, guys, bye.